All Al Capone did was tax evasion?
That's it.
Okay.
That's all.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, you were a gangster if you did tax evasion back in the day.
Exactly.
Exactly. Good morning, everybody.
I
don't want you to be a gangster.
No.
But maybe you should be one for Halloween. You haven't told me what your costume is going to be this year.
It's secret.
Oh, okay.
Super
secret. Have to wait for that one. But you don't have to wait as we talk about great things that are happening here in Central Iowa. Of course, Jackie Schmelin here with special co-host Ron, the car guy from Westside Auto Pros this morning, and a couple other special guests. And we are downright proud, as we are every single day, along with Stivers Ford Lincoln, to salute wonderful organizations, people, events that are going on. And we can kind of sum that all up today with a slew of activity that's going on. So very excited to have once again with us in studio Brianne Fitzgerald, who is here with Volunteer Iowa, has a very special guest with her, and we're going to explain exactly what that's all about here in a matter of moments. So a couple of things you need to know about. The Iowa Nonprofit Summit is happening today, correct?
Correct. It started already. We're here and it's going on.
Okay, and we've talked about this before, but kind of give us a quick reminder, because if people still want to sneak on in, they can.
They absolutely can. So the Iowa Nonprofit Summit is held over at Prairie Meadows in the Meadows Events Conference Center. It starts today and tomorrow.
Okay.
And so somebody could still walk in today and register for $99 for one day or $175 for both days.
And remind us why this is such an important thing.
Well, because we don't really have a statewide conference available for all the nonprofits and other community organizations. So this is an opportunity for people to come together, network, collaborate, learn from each other, hear from the experts, and celebrate people like our special guest today that we'll be talking about soon.
Wonderful, because there's some special awards that are going to be given away by our Lieutenant Governor. Of course, that's Adam Gregg. He's presenting the Iowa Nonprofit Awards.
Yes.
Kind of explain what that's all about.
So the Iowa Nonprofit Awards are something every year that anyone here in our industry can nominate another person or an actual nonprofit for. So for example, today we have 6 award winners and 5 actual awards. So they span from Katie, who will be getting the Nonprofit Leadership Award, to nonprofit collaboration and excellence. And so there's a variety of areas. Basically, the point is that we're all out there doing fantastic work, and we need to celebrate that and bring recognition to the field and talk about what is happening that's doing this wonderful thing.
All right, so highlighting some pretty important businesses, nonprofits, but also individuals. And you brought in a very special individual this morning. So who did you bring with you?
So we brought in Katie Orlando, and she is the Chief Executive Officer, or actually, what is your title, Katie?
CEO.
Awesome,
I
got that
right.
Good job.
You're the CEO.
She is the CEO of Big Brothers Big Sisters of Northeast Iowa up in Waterloo, and she's receiving one of the awards today, the Nonprofit Staff Leadership Award.
Wonderful. Well, first of all, we have to say congratulations.
Thank you.
And tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I just moved to Iowa 2.5 years ago for the position with Big Brothers Big Sisters of Northeast Iowa. I've actually worked for Big Brothers Big Sisters for 8 years, and our agency spans the entire Northeast Iowa counties. So we currently work with 6 different counties, and I'm just so excited to be here this morning. Thanks for having me. And it's just such an honor to be awarded for the growth that we've been doing in Northeast Iowa for kids serving or youth facing adversity.
Well, go ahead, Ron.
When I look at the stats here, I mean, growth is something. In 2 years, you've gone from a staff of 40 to 20, and in the same amount of time, you have increased funding by over 400%.
Yep, so staff of 4 to 20 has been really interesting, just being able to hire on new talent and to expand and serve new communities that we've never served before. So it's just been an honor to do that.
Now, what's the secret on the funding?
Ron's trying to figure out numbers here.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we had some state leaders that would like to know what you did here too.
I'm sure. Well, the Iowa Attorney General's office is a great partner for us. We're now serving youth victims of crime, and so we've been able to expand our services to rural communities to serve that population. We have a few school districts that are sponsoring us now, the Waterloo School District and Charles City School District, and so we've been able to expand our programming there. And we've done a great job leveraging some of our relationships with corporate partners. CUNA Mutual Group is now a Beyond School Walls partner, and so every other week kids go out there and meet with their bigs one-on-one after school, but during the work day, so they get to actually see what their value of education will lead to at some point in their life. And
well, congratulations.
Awesome. Yeah, everything's
congratulations.
Now, you're obviously very passionate about the nonprofit sector, as you've been involved in 8+ years, as you've been saying. Why are you so passionate about that? Because not everybody can do what you're doing on a regular basis.
Sure. So Big Brothers Big Sisters works with kids facing adversity, and we match them with adults who will be a one-to-one mentor for them and help them achieve success in life. And it's awesome just watching these kids grow and the impact that the mentors are making. Last year, 84% of our kids increased their grades, 72% did better on attendance, 99% of our kids have higher confidence now, and we just love seeing this impact that our mentors make in their lives.
Unbelievable. And I know we see that on a local front
do.
with our Big Brothers, Big Sisters as well. Is there a story you would be willing to share this morning of something
Sure.
that's impacted you in your life?
Yeah, so my little sister is Kiana, and we've been matched now for a year and a half. And when I met Kiana, she was really quiet, and she didn't like public speaking, and she was having a hard time building a relationship with her mom. And so now, a year and a half later, Kiana actually does my job for me whenever I'm presenting. She usually does some of the work. She'll get up in front of groups of 200, 300 people, and you would never know that just a year and a half ago she was quiet and shy and lacked confidence. So she has just flourished under this program, and all it takes is just a couple hours a week to make a difference in her life.
I was going to say, can you talk a little bit more about that? I know, Brianne, you've been on before to talk about Big Brothers, Big Sisters as well as some other wonderful people, but I don't think people realize, because when you hear about being a big brother or big sister, I think you hear a huge time commitment, and it is a commitment. I don't want to override that, but going back to your statement of just a couple hours can change a person's life. Can you talk about that process a little bit?
Sure. So for me, I would be doing things like baking, cooking. I would be going to community events, but I would be going by myself. And so now I get a little mini me who can come along with me, and she's just excited to experience things the first time with me because I'm new to Iowa, so there's a lot of community events I haven't been to yet. But we'll go together and we'll just have so much fun. I teach her how to bake. She struggles at math in school, and so just sneaking in some recipes and making her do all the measurements really has helped her. And so I would be doing this anyway, so why not invite a young person along with me? And our minimum is just you're spending at least 4 hours a month with a child, and that's just so easy to work in.
That 4 months and a month. You would
4 hours a month.
You would think we'd all be able to fit that into our life and help those, because I love hearing the statistics once again, as Ron was bringing up, of what you've been able to do with the organization up in Northeast Iowa. But unfortunately, I feel like a lot of more littles that could use some assistance.
There are, at our agency, there's 155 littles right now waiting for a mentor to come into their lives.
Wow.
We get every one mentor that applies to be a big, we get 3 applications for kids applying to be littles. So we're just having a hard time keeping up with a need. Even though we've grown by 400%, we still have a lot more work to do.
Okay, well, obviously you're moving in the right direction, and you're being honored by that by our Lieutenant Governor later on today. How does that feel? What is that, a sense of accomplishment, or we still have a little inspiration here? Now let's get some more work done.
Yeah, I don't know, because I usually don't like the attention. I love it when my agency gets recognized, so this award is a little out of my comfort zone. So I think it'll feel real when I step up on the stage, or whatever it will be, and accept the award. But I know that we still have so much work to do, so I guess this is just one milestone among many that hopefully my agency will accomplish over the next few years as we continue to grow.
Wonderful. Well, congratulations once again on receiving this huge acclaim by our Lieutenant Governor later on. And Brianne, like you were saying, this is just one of 5 awards that's going to be given away to individuals or organizations that are really doing incredible work here in our great state of Iowa.
Right, and a lot of them, like Katie, who I've known for a while, is not one that likes to be in the spotlight. But I can say that all these people really deserve the recognition that's coming their way. They're doing wonderful advancement in the field. They're working together to solve problems. It's amazing. And so, yeah, up on the screen now, you'll see the community, Sierra Gordo Community Foundation is one of the award winners. Tanager Place. We have 2 women who work for, volunteer for the Komen Greater Iowa chapter. We have another woman who helps out with the community action of Eastern Iowa. So people from all over the state are getting that opportunity today to really be recognized and honored for their work. So these people really deserve this opportunity to be thanked by the Lieutenant Governor and bring recognition to the work that they're doing.
And as you said, hopefully inspire. If we're hearing the story this morning, even from Katie, maybe that makes you want to say, you know what, I can make a difference. Even if it's just 4 hours a month, I can be impacting someone's life or making a difference in my community. If people want to learn more about how to volunteer at different opportunities, there's one location they can go that can get a lot of details.
Sure. So for statewide, volunteeroiowa.org, we have a database that actually lifts up all the opportunities that are in the state. But then, of course, if you live in a specific community, there's lots of resources available for you, like Katie's organization up in Waterloo, where you can go and make a difference there.
Wonderful. Well, thank you, ladies, so much for joining us. Always a pleasure to see you. And
too.
Katie, congratulations.
Thank you.
You're doing incredible work.
Thanks.
Let's inspire others to kind of step up and volunteer in our great state of Iowa. And don't forget the Iowa Nonprofit Summit happening today over at Prairie Meadow. Still have an opportunity to get involved. We're downright proud to salute some wonderful people, organizations, and the opportunity to volunteer here in our great state. You're watching CWI Live on KCWI Channel 23, and we'll be right back.